Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Well, I would say welcome to a new week, but it's Thursday. The week's almost over. Yes, been really busy this week. School holidays not helping, of course. So, really sorry, we've not had any streams at all this week, and I'm pretty certain this is probably going to be the only one I get in, as I'm away at the weekend, so not too much action for you, live action anyway, so my apologies for that, but really looking forward to this one. And before we go any further, I just want to say a massive, huge thanks to everyone who's watching at the moment as well, in particular. But we have surpassed 39,000 subscribers in the last 24 hours, which is just incredible, and we're on the road now to the really magic number of 40,000 subs over on YouTube, which I just can't thank you guys enough. You know, 3 years in to the channel, not in my wildest dreams did I ever expect that we'd ever get anything like this, so it is indeed absolutely amazing. So thank you to all of you, and a massive thanks as always for helping to promote the channel and support the channel, the Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members, of course, during that time. Thank you so much. So welcome to all of you coming on board our flight tonight on all Italian flair from Cagliari to Milan. So yeah, welcome to see you coming in on the chat now. Hey DC, David, Craig, Terry, Tommy, hey Elliot, good to see you as well. Hey Aaron. Aaron says, do I own all of the scenery in Europe house? Yeah, okay. No, I don't, but I own a fair chunk. I think it's fair to say. Evening Jayhawk, good to see you. Elliot, if possible, you've been even busier than me. Well, I'll fight you for that one, Elliot. If you've been working while babysitting 4 kids at the same time, yeah, absolutely, you're definitely busier than me. Hey Terry, good to see you as well. Welcome to our viewers over on Twitch as well. Good evening to you. So yeah, here we are. Operation Flight Plan should be pinned into the chat if you're watching on YouTube. But this is Cagliari Airport, not one we visit too often, but looking forward to this flight tonight. It's about 1 hour 15 minutes flight time, so plenty of time just to get airborne and relax for a little while. Hey Graham Hewitt, good to see you on board as well. Thanks for joining us. So let's have a look at the operational flight plan, and we shall we'll get going. Say it's when we're looking to push probably in about 29 minutes, I think, maybe even about half past. So, quick look at this. We're in the Fenix aircraft tonight, so normal A320, just over 12 tons. Rome is that Rome that's the alternate? No, it's not. Is that Torino that's the alternate. Cost index of 4, 30,000 feet, little headwind. Also our takeoff weight planned to be 61, even with a bit of extra fuel on. We're going to be below the max landing weight as we go, so that's fine. Expected runway 32, arrival 35 right, which is nice because we roll right to the end of that runway basically, and we're where we normally park, so that's good. Plug fuel is 5.2. Might take a little bit more depending on what's going on. Let's have a little look then at the grid more. So the flight route there, about half an hour into the flight, there's some terrain. There's a terrain to the north of this airfield, which is we'll have a look at and become familiar with that in a moment. Looks like the weather's all good anyway. Oh, but not in Venice. No, Venice can do one. We're not that looks awful. It's not a primary alternate, but it's fine. But yeah, look at that. Clouds, 100 feet. Visibility, 100 meters. That's an auto land every day. Let's have a look at the forecast for mile/per wind. 030 at 2, cap okay, no significant changes. It's an easy night tonight. That's what we want. That's the flight route. Looks like we've got a bit of icing, maybe turbulence up to 20,000 feet or so, so maybe a bit of extra fuel on to account for that. There's that little bit of terrain we spoke about. But yeah, other than that, it's should be pretty straightforward then. Any NOTAMs for our airport tonight? Cagliari VOR is unserviceable. DME is not unserviceable. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Not gonna need that. Let's have a look as well. Taxiway Mike is closed. Taxiway Lima is not available to anything greater than code C. SID runway 32 VOR in up. If cleared for SIDs, Covas 7 Alpha 7 have to take off proceed. Okay, we're not doing that because Covas 7 Alpha is for the opposite runway. We are on. We are expecting Covas 5 Juliet, I think, tonight. But if we do get something different, we'll just need to come back on that and check because of that VOR in up. Instrument approach procedure VOR is suspended because it's in up. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. And then there's the Malpensa no timers, which I would imagine they're going to be bloody huge because it's a massive airport. Anything on the runways? No. No, that's all fine. Okay, so what fuel are we going to take? We really don't need much extra. I think 5.5 tons will see us fine tonight. Let's have a look then at the charts for this. So we're expecting the Covas 5 Juliet departure, which doesn't use the VOR side. I think we're going to be fine. There we can see the terrain there just to the north, northeast, etc. There's a speed restriction on the planned departure tonight of 210 knots, so we might even fly S-speed all the way till we get to that, save a bit of fuel, be environmentally sound and efficient. There's no initial climb altitude on that chart. However, we need to be flying over 120 or above at Covas, so that is worth noting. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet, and that turn begins at 800 feet. Okay, so that's all good stuff. Hey Pep, why doesn't your flight plan look like that in the EFB? Yours is all scrunched up. I have no idea. It's I've just zoomed all the way in. That's that might be the reason why. Okay, that looks all fine and good, doesn't it? Should we go find our aircraft? We're on stand 1 today. Looks very nice out. Visibility looks okay. ATC is knocking about as well, which is lovely. I'm just going to tell the ground crew now we're here that we want, what did I say? 5.5 tons of fuel, didn't I? So Fenix version 2 looking very, very good. Oh, I hope it's not too far away, that aircraft. Testing obviously still underway, but so good. Cabin announcements, new interior, really looking lovely, isn't it? Okay, let's jump on board. Right, there we go. Let's start by grabbing some ATIS information then, shall we? What frequency do we need for that? 127055. I'll get this, then we'll get the passengers on.
Altimeter 1021. Advise on first contact, you have information, Quebec. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Quebec.
Username is POC. No, the cabin announcement will come with version 2, so it's not in there.
This is Elmas Airport 8 is information, Quebec at time 1950 Zulu. Type of approach ILS Zulu. Runway in use arrivals runway 32. Departures runway 32. Transition level 70 N170 at 8. CAV OK. Temperature 13. 2.11. Altimeter 1021. Advise on first contact, you have information, Quebec. Advise on initial contact.
Okay, that looks good to me. Okie dokies. Oh, come on, cabin crew. Let's start getting everyone on board then. There we are. So, pumps are off. We're on external power. Nav lights are on. Ground crew are coming to service the aircraft. So just check in our usual stuff. Thrust levers. Make sure they're calibrated correctly. Yeah, thrust levers, engine master, most likely parking brake. Well, that is fine. Squawking, 2000, speed brakes, flaps, all that's good. Acupressure's in the green. Not sure of the initial climb. I'm going to set 120 there for now. QNH 1012, that's fine. We need the guard frequency, of course. 121.5 should be monitoring that. I think as per VATSIM rules, you're not actually allowed to broadcast on this, but just for realism, we monitor it anyway. That's fine. So yeah, that's all good. We've already checked pedestal, switching panel, thrust levers, etc. They're fine. Get the constraints on 1012. I'm happy with the brightness settings and everything, so that's all okay. Hey BM, look, good to see you. Craig, no, we're in the Phoenix tonight. Yeah, so refueling is underway. Passengers are coming on board. Let's have a look then, and we'll set up the box as we need it. So, IRS 3 now greens, aircraft status, CFM, for valid act cycles, that's okay. Okay, let's do our unit request. So, our flight number Alpine 917 Fox when it comes in. That's not a bad call sign, is it? Cost index of 4, of course. Ground temperature is 13 degrees. Hey, if you've been in the UK today, hasn't it been warm? My wife's car, I don't know how accurate it is, but said that it was about 17 degrees at one point today, which is a ridiculous temperature for mid-Feb. The tropopause there in the flight plan, and the box is very close. I'm happy to leave that. Okay, let's grab all our wins. BM, I've not tried the Dune update, no. It's just not something that appeals to me. Has anybody else tried it? Do you like it? Right, IRS in it, just checking our coordinates. Stand 1, 3915, 3 north, and 935 east. Have I got coordinates on this page here? Nope, where are they? So, stand 1, 3915, 2 north, that's fine, 935. Yeah, they're fine. Hey Miho, good to see you. I think 7000 is USA. It's definitely standby squawk 2000 here in Europe. Oh God, what's going on with the EFB here? Ah, I'll try and fix that. Phoenix box didn't like that. Alright, cruising tonight at, I can't remember because I've lost my OFP. It's a serious thing though if you lose your iPad for commercial pilots. In fact, wasn't there recently a, on Vaz Aviation YouTube channel or something, there was someone who couldn't fly a particular approach because their iPad had died. So, well, I know how he feels. Right, so cruise flight level 300. And temperature is 45. Okay, so we're expecting, what did I say, 3-2? That's Corvus 5 Juliet. A lot of departures for a single small runway, small airport here. And then we have got 3-5 right. I believe it's the Zulu, 3-5 right Zulu approach, unless told otherwise. What star are we on? Devox 3 Echo. There it is. And if I recall, that comes in via, Inler. Alright, 440 miles on the flight plan, 438 miles in the box, that's fine. A Radna page, there's no nav aids that are actually working because the VOR's unserviceable. What's happening here? my iPad's not wanting to play ball tonight, is it? So I don't know if I've actually got any navigators knocking about. Oh, there are a couple. CAG and car, but CAG's not working. Not in real life, anyway. Alright, so let's navigate in. Let's do the init B page then. Have we got our load sheet? Hey Lee, not flying the ornithopter. Have I heck? I mean, don't both pilots have a tablet? They do, yes. The aircraft that had the problem with the tablet dying, I think it was a private aircraft, so there might have only been one on board. I don't know, I've not actually listened to it, I just saw the title of the video. Right, preliminary figures then, 03856.4. So fuel SCFG 29.2. And alternate fuel, if we need to get to Turin, is... Oh, come on, seriously, I think I need to restart my iPad. I can't remember the last time I restarted it, it might just be lagging a bit. 1 ton. There we are. Right. We're taking 5.5 tons. Let's see what the box wants. 5.4. That's good enough for me. Takeoff weight of 61.7. There we go. How to do the pilots on their own tablets, or are they provided by the airline? As far as I'm aware, they're provided by the airline. I don't know of any pilots that have to have their own iPads. But yeah, the airline will then regularly replace them, you know, if things start to go wrong and upgrade them. But the airlines don't mind doing this because having an iPad saves an absolute fortune for the airlines. It's based on you know, the weight of the aircraft and such. I mean, can you imagine all the charts they used to have to carry and the folders and things like that? God, it must have weighed a ton. Alright, so that's done. Let's shift over to our performance and takeoff CFG is 27.8. Right, so runway 32, it is of course dry. Flaps 1, no need to force toga, anti-ice will be off. First time it's been off for a while. Takeoff weight 617, CFGs 278. Live weather, intersection data, no, full length tonight. That's going to be nice as well, being able to add your own, build your own runway intersection length up if you need to in the EFB version 2 for Phoenix. So that's something else to look forward to. Right, we've got 132, 135, and 135. Again, transition altitude 6,000 feet here. Flaps 1 and a flex of 68. Lovely. Let me have a look at engine out procedures for our airport. Where are we? Lima, India, Echo, runway 32. There we go. Oh, it's noise abatement 2 in this direction. This is interesting. This airport, I think it has different noise abatements for it. Yeah, look, noise abatement 2, sorry, there, noise abatement 1 tonight. So, thrust direction, acceleration, altitude are different, 3006. That makes sense with the terrain going this way. Engine out acceleration is 1006. Oh, maybe it's not because of terrain. Maybe it is actually just to keep noise away from the city down below. Right, well, this is interesting. So, it's a standard engine out procedure. 1600 feet, left turn to the CAG VOR. Now remember, we've already seen because of the no times, the CAG VOR is actually unserviceable. Does that mean that we can't actually fly to it? Well, the answer is no, because we still have the GPS coordinates of that VOR in the aircraft's database, so we can fly to it. Now, let's say we took off, we lost an engine, and God forbid, we also lost our GPS systems as well. Then what we'd normally do is you would tune to it and fly it raw data, just like you would in a Cessna or a GA aircraft. But of course, that then we could not do because we can't tune to it. It's in op. So yeah, it's nice. It's a little bit of knowledge there, something to be aware of. As I say, the chance of losing both an engine and your GPS is highly unlikely. Right, so what we're going to do then is Lima India Echo. So standard engine out procedure here. So we're departing on track of 315. We'll create that custom waypoint 12 miles out, and then left turn back to CAG. We need to force a left turn though. PBD 01, just fly west 270 by a couple of miles. That'll become base bearing resistance 02, and then back to the CAG VOR, where we will take up the hold 137 right turns. And then of course, if that has actually happened, we'll be coming back in to Cagliari. Arrival. Oh, God knows which ILS it would be. ILS 32 Zulu sounds like a good one. No start. I can base it off the with Novia. Okay, let me just see what that then what that looks like. Okay, straight out, left turn, and to the hold, and then we'll just fly our teardrop approach in. Hey Yardy, good to see you. Hey Da Vinci, good to see you as well, mate. What do you reckon the odds are on both engine failure on takeoff and a GPS outage as well? I mean, that's a bad day at anyone's office, right? It's got to be 1,000,000,000 to 1, but it could happen. Okay, so I think we're all happy with that. Let me contact ATC then and see what's happening. I think it's is it Milan? No, it's not. It's Rome Radar, I think, that is covering us tonight. I think Rome Radar are covering us. Hey Nashu24, good to see you. I'm just going to double check it is Rome Radar.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your drink.
So that's 1242.
32. Departures runway 32. Transition level 70 wind 170 at 8. CAV OK. Temperature 13.
Reach 0260 Roma Radar Ciao, set squawk code 5507.
Just wait for that guy to reply.
Could you repeat
5507.
I need this guy to read it back. I don't want to step in on him, but...
Reach 0260 again, squawk 5507.
Squawk 5505, reach 260.
Negative 5507.
Patience of a saint. Hey Aviate, good to see you.
Reach 0260 again, squawk 5507.
Maybe send it in text.
Squawk 5507, reach 260.
Rome Radar, good evening. Alpine 917 Foxtrot on the ground at Cagliari, requesting IFR clearance as file to Milan. Type A320, stand 1, and we have information Quebec.
Station calling, Roger, standing by.
We'll stand by. I think we've been here that long, our final load sheets come through.
Edelweiss Diner, Roma, buonasera, flight level 370, inbound Maven.
130 plus 4, take away 617. That's fine. And CFG.
Station calling bound Baden, device 9 correct.
What's that CFG?
Yes, Edelweiss 89er.
3. That's fine. All within limits.
Device 89, Roma radar contact, expect ILS Zulu 16 right.
Great little airport as well, this scenery wise.
16 right, Edelweiss 9er.
ILS Zulu.
ILS Zulu, 16 right, Edelweiss 9er.
ITAR 1532, confirm established.
How long do we leave it before we give him a gentle nudge? Again, he sounds like a busy guy.
ITAR 1532, runway 16 right, clear to land, wind Calvary, port vacate.
Clear to land runway 16 right, and will report unvacated.
And should I call you Easyjet Sim Pilot 917 Foxtrot or Alpine Sim Pilot 197 Foxtrot? Anyway, clear the to Malpensa via Covas 5 November departure, runway 32, initial climb altitude 4,000 feet and squawk code 5520.
Cleared by the Covas 5 November departure, initial climb altitude 4,000 and squawk 5520 for Alpine 917 Foxtrot.
Thank you very much. Easy Jet Sim Pilot 917 Foxtrot Twitch Winner, read back correct.
Awesome, okay. It's a slightly different departure than we were planning. Let's just sort that out then. So we're now departing Covas 5 November. Where are you? There's a lot of departures here. Covas 5 November. Where are you? There. Right, let's pull up the chart for that. And see what that looks like. Where is it? Ah, there we are. Right, Covas 5 November departure. Oh, there's very little difference between the... Oh, there we go. Alright, so this is based on the... I can't even pronounce that. The DEC NDB. Well, we'll best get that in the box just in case. Should we call that December? It's easier to pronounce the December NDB. Right, so basically, we are still straight out, right-hand turn towards the NDB at 1,000 feet. And, yeah, still going to Covas, which is fine. To be used when the Cagliari VOR is on service as well. There we go, that's why that's been given to us. I did notice then we've now got a discontinuity between those, so let's just tidy that up, insert that. Okay, so we're ready for a briefing. Should be pretty straightforward, this, to be honest with you. So just going through the usual boring stuff. Weather's not really a factor tonight. Winds 170 at 8, so bit of a tailwind on departure from the left, so that's just worth bringing into our brief. Otherwise than that, it's all dry, etc. Aircraft is fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar. Again, it shouldn't be a problem tonight. No times to be aware of. We also already know that that VOR is unserviceable here on the field, the Cagliari VOR, so it shouldn't really play too much of a part, as I say, unless we actually lose GPS systems on the aircraft. But as long as we know about it, we've briefed it, we're aware of it. The departure itself, let's have a quick look where we can expect to go and taxi. So I would imagine we'll push back and then taxi down on Alpha. Full length departure, holding short there at Foxtrot. Departure then is, let me just get rid of the wrong chart that I've got here, unpin that. We're on the 5 November, so straight out departure. We've got no speed restriction now on this departure, which is nice, so we don't need to worry about that. Straight out, 1,000 feet, right hand turn, noise abatement 1 departure. MSA as we're climbing 6,100 feet, initial climb 4,000 feet, transition altitude 6,000 feet. So threats or errors that we might need to be aware of. Biggest threat is probably the terrain, which we've already spoke about to the north east. That's all fine. There is a bit of terrain as well. You can just see it in the corner there, further out, just sort of northwest. Which, if we had lost an engine, just need to be aware of that. It's a nice night tonight, so we'll be able to see things as well, which is nice. MSA as well, just to the south of the field, a little bit lower again because of terrain, but ultimately should be a straightforward departure and climb. If you guys can think of any threats or anything like that, then pop them in the chat and we can brief those as well. All right, so I think we're happy to get going. Noise abatement 1 for departure as well. We've already said that, haven't we? Just make sure that we're happy anyway. Okay, let's get the APU started. Whilst we're doing that, we can probably start getting our ground crew into position as well. I think everybody's boarded. Hey Kirk, good to see you. The Chief, did I set up any graphic filters on NVIDIA? No. There's no filters or anything like that. Hello.
Hi Captain, everyone's on board.
Lovely, and we've just got our clearance, so I think we're going to start pushing back very soon.
Okay, I let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can. Hi Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Okay, that's great, thanks.
No problem at all.
Why are we on the pressure page? Should be on the... that's better. Right, well, just waiting for that. For anyone who's just joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet flight tonight from Cagliari up to Milan. We're a couple of minutes behind, so I do apologise for that, but we should be pushing back within the next 5 minutes. We've got really nice weather for our flight today, where we're going to be cruising at 30,000 feet. The quick taxi time and no traffic in front of us should mean that we can hopefully make up the lost time here on the ground once we are airborne. So if you get yourselves in the seats and give the camera crew your full attention, they'll shortly be going through the safety video. Thank you. I'll speak to you again soon. Here we go. Right, pumps on. External power can now be disconnected. We'll just give that a second, get the bleed on. So let's get GSX into position as well. Puck, how do I handle flying a busy ATC at the time of landing, like when you get a chance to speak? I speak very short sentences. Okay, so cockpit prep checklist. Aircraft acceptance has all been completed. Fuel quantity 5.5 tons. That's balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. It is 3 now green, and no, they're not. Now they are. 3 now green, and the QNH is 1021. 10 feet.
6,000 feet. QNH Ficino 1022.
It's 102 and it's on 6,000 feet, November.
Itarro 521, Roma radar, continue descent, flight level 130, proceed direct VACAB, Victor Kilo, Alpha, question, Victor Alpha Kilo, Alpha Bravo.
AP bleed on now.
130 app back to backup.
Who's been playing with these? I don't remember leaving those like that. Rome Radar Alpine 917 Foxtrot stand 1 Cagliari, and we're ready for push and start.
EasyJet Sim Pilot 917 Twitch streamer and YouTuber, push start approach QNH in Cagliari 1021.
Push start approved, QNH 1021, thank you Alpine 917 Fox.
Always a pleasure to find you in the airspace.
He's going to have us for a while tonight. Okay, we're going to push back.
Tomjet 858, Romadar leaving my airspace, Tunisi offline, 128, buona serata.
Okay, before start, checklist
Come 122
then.
late, Tomjet 858, thanks, bye.
You're welcome.
Parking brakes on, takeoff data is confirmed, windows are
It is
closed,
989, Romadar continue
EFB is on flight mode, doors closed,
Eastern 6000 feet,
armed,
QNH 1022,
beacon lights on,
side 9.
parking brakes released.
Commencing the push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Nose wheel steering disconnected, and starting engine 1.
Cabin crew, please arm doors and cross-check.
Seems like we've got the airport to ourselves tonight.
Control, requesting QNH, reach 260.
Reach 0260, Romadar, you must set standard pressure, sir, if you are on cruise.
Standard pressure. Okay, copy that.
The call sign reach, is that a military call sign?
Ryanair 86 Charlie uniform, request further descent.
Ryanair 86 Charlie uniform, Romadar, continue
The Air
to descend,
Forces.
altitude 3000 feet, turn left, correction right, 280, cleared ILS, runway 32, report established.
Alright, set altitude 3000 feet, and running 280 degrees.
And starting engine 2.
Report established for Ryanair 86 Charlie uniform.
And 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be...
I think he needs to move.
In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seat.
Cabin crew doing their thing. Not the cabin crew, sorry, the ground crew. Where is she? There she is. If we finish pushback, I think you need to... should you not be going attending to my aircraft?
Hold in place with the strap.
Don't just stand there. Just stand there.
Control, off comms for 2 minutes, reach 260.
Take the life jacket.
Report one back, thank you.
Put it over your head. Pass the tape.
Has GSX got stuck? I hope not. Getting stuck at this point can be a real problem.
And pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention.
What's she doing?
We also carry flotation
Interrupt
belts for
pushback.
children.
Come on then. Yes. Oh.
Your tray table must now be stowed.
Oh well.
armrest down,
That's taken care of that.
open, and seatbelt fastened.
Let's get the parking brake back on, shall we?
Pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Parking brake set. Nose wheel steering's reconnected, so that's the main thing. Okay, so engine 1's happy, engine 2 is happy. Start switch to normal. That can come off. Anti-ice not required. APU can come off. Spoilers, rudder, flaps 1. And what's that trim? 28.3. Oh, I'm not set. Squawk 5520.
Ryanair 86 Charlie uniform established.
Ryanair 86 Charlie Uniform, Romer Roger, runway 32 Cagliari, cleared to land, wind 180 degrees 8 knots.
Okay, do a flight control check while we're sat still. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
And
full up. Full down.
Easyjet Simpilot 917 Foxtrot, Romer.
And say again for Alpine 917 Fox.
Yes, due to wind increase right now in Cagliari, we must change your departure. Your departure will be Covas 6 Delta via runway 14.
Okay, standby, and we'll just set up for departure runway 14, Covas 6 Delta for Alpine 917. Just need about 2 minutes.
Read back correct, don't worry.
Ah, runway change. This doesn't happen very often, but let's just continue with what we were doing then. So, we were doing flight control checks, weren't we? We just did full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, and neutral.
And wind calm.
What does she want? Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the cabin is secure for takeoff.
Okay, we just had a runway change, so we'll call when ready.
No problem.
Okay, so new departure runway. This is going to mean a bit of a change. So we're now departing 14 Covas 6 Delta.
Itaro 521, Romada, contain descent for level 100.
And insert.
Level 100, Itaro 51.
Cancel master caution. Disregard ECAM.
Romada, descent 4,000 feet, clear the left with C16 left, report established.
Alright, let's bring up the new chart.
4,000 feet, clear left with C16 left, Romada Alpha Golf.
Advise Ryanair reduce speed 230 or less, descend altitude 4,000 feet, after Maven, clear the left Zulu 16 right, report established.
Speed 230 or less.
So it's going to be straight out, left turn at 6 miles,
Zulu 16 right.
making a complete turn, and then 5,000 feet, we fly up to Covas. Okay, let's confirm that that is indeed it. 6 Delta. 5 feet left, once passing count, right turn, intercept count up to Covas. Okay, that's fine. So we now need to do the takeoff performance calculations as well, and rerun those. Oh, fun and games.
Control, I'm diverting from my flight plan. What's the plan?
Standing by, break Itaro 6425, Roma radar service terminated, descend via star as published, QNH Reggio Calabria 1023, and after Reggio Calabria VOR, clear the look
runway 14, dry, everything there's the same, live weather, intersection data, full length.
Negative. I'm going to Iceland.
Yes, sir, but I'm calling another traffic, so please standing by.
So 131.
Roma radar, radar service terminated.
135.
Via star published, QNH Reggio Calabria 1035. And
flaps 1, flex 68, and
Alpha, runway 33, report on final.
New.
Descent via
Information here. Thrust reduction acceleration altitude 1010.
3 after Calabria VOR is cleared for the localizers on A3 will report when
that's fine. Check if data, check takeoff data. That's all confirmed, so we can confirm that.
179er, is it possible to have ILS whiskey 16 left?
And the engine out procedure now is a right turn to the VOR. So secondary flight plan. Let's copy the active. And I'm just going to pop in, just for speed, CAG, enter the hold. Hold information is 338 right turns.
Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu, we found the frequency, runway 25, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
Okay, I'm happy to leave that there in case we need it.
Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu.
Right, I want to level 4000.
Ryanair 1 Bravo Delta, Roma Radar identified, climb flight level 360 final, direct Betten, Bravo Echo, Tango, Echo November.
So just check we've got that. Yeah, and we've got the holding there as well.
Climb flight level
That's fine.
360 and direct to Betten, Ryanair 1 Roma Delta.
Okay, so departure change checklist. New runway is runway 14, Cova 6 Delta departure. Still flaps 1. New takeoff data has been confirmed. 135 is VR 131, V1 135, 13. Start that again. 131, 135, 135, still flaps 1, flex still 68, thrust acceleration is 1010. This is now a noise abatement 2 departure. And our initial climb, I think, is still going to be 4,000 feet. I am just going to double check that. And Rome Radar Alpine 917 Foxtrot, just confirm initial climb for the new departure is still altitude 4,000.
Only the seat is changed. Everything is not changed, sir.
Roger, thanks Alpine 917 Foxtrot, and yeah, we'll be ready to go in about 1 minute.
Itaro 521, Roma Radar.
Okay, I'm just going to come off there whilst we quickly run the new brief. So, any new threats and error managements? So just check how we're going to fly this new departure. It's 5 miles. It's a left turn. 4,000 feet. I would have thought they'd have cleared us up to 5,000, but there we go. MSA, as we depart, is now 5,700 feet. All threats are pretty much the same with regards to terrain and things like that. New taxi we can expect is shorter now. I expect Golf Alpha. We need full length, and yeah, there we are on our new runway. And obviously we've now got a headwind, which is more preferable. All right, should we get out of here?
Reach 267,
Dreamplay, can you do a manual engine start on the Phoenix? Yes, you can, yeah. Rome Radar Alpine 917 Foxtrot is ready for taxi. Didn't even hear the louder air come in.
Edelweiss 89, establish on runway 16 right.
Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu, Roma Radar identified, climb 180.
Climb 180, Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu.
And Alpine 917 Foxtrot is ready for taxi. Hey, Crisis.
November Alpha Golf, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind calm, report vacate.
Wind calm, report vacate, November Alpha Golf.
Edelweiss 89, Roma Radar, runway 16 right, clear to land, traffic on final 16 left, Boeing 737-800, report vacate.
Hey, Wally.
Clear to land 16 right and report vacated. Edelweiss 89.
Come on, give us the taxi clearance. And Alpine 917 Foxtrot, ready for taxi.
Easyjet Pilot 917 Foxtrot, Twitch streamer, taxi holding point Foxtrot, runway 32, question, holding point Alpha Alpha, runway 14, via Golf and Alpha, report ready for departure.
Golf Alpha, holding point Alpha, runway 14 will report ready, Alpine 917 Foxtrot. Yay.
Itaro 179, we're ready to descent flight level 190.
We're ready to descend flight level 190, Itaro 179.
Finally, let's go. All that fuel that we took. We didn't actually take that much extra fuel, did we? Alright, so quick sort of mini re-departure brief so we know what we're doing. So, new runway, which we have briefed for now on runway 14. New departure, Corvus 6 Delta, straight out, 1,000 feet, left turn. Initial climb is 4,000 feet. Engine out procedure is standard. If that happens, pull the heading, and then once we are above 1,600 feet, make a right turn back to the Cagliari, enter the whole 3,000 feet.
Itaro 6 of Zulu, Roma radar, climb flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu.
Itaro Flight 1, Roma radar, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
So the taxi checklist then, flight controls have been checked, flap setting is config 1, FMA, climbing up blue 1FD2, 4,000 blue, radar and previous wind shear is on, eco takeoff blue, EFB is stowed and disconnected.
Last whiskey 16, last time we were to publish several of us.
Sunset opinion on version 2 of the Phoenix. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm still amazed by version 1.
170, and we're inbound Romeo November 777 to Napoli.
Subject 1 Foxtrot Roma radar, Ectol 1 Alpha arrival, expect ILS 224, descent flight level.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please.
Speed 230 or less.
Ectol 1 Alpha arrival, descent to level 110, speed 230 or less, and expecting ILS 24, at Serbia 81 Foxtrot.
ILS Zulu, sir.
Sorry, say again?
ILS Zulu procedure.
Roger, ILS Zulu procedure 424, Serbia 81 Foxtrot, copy.
Quality 8 Roma Foxtrot Mayday, Roma radar, when ready declare passenger on board, payload and any dangerous goods on board and fuel. Thank you.
Okay, this is Quality 8 Romeo Foxtrot Mayday. We have actually 4 hours fuel, about 6 tons, 2 people on board, 2 pilots, and confirm that we are direct Ox 0, 8 Romeo Foxtrot Mayday.
Yes.
This is strange.
Zero direct, any dangerous goods?
No dangerous goods on board.
It's a strange call.
Roger, negative goods significant, thank you. Break. Itaro 179er, Roma radar, due to emergency in progress, expect ILS Zulu 16 right, descent flight level 110.
Roger, expect ILS Zulu 16 right and descend 110, Itaro 179er.
Fair play to the ATC for allowing the emergency, though. They don't have to.
About the LCAP at flight level 360.
Altitude 3, Roma radar, squawk 1000.
1000 for altitude 3.
I thought it said 6 tons of fuel. Now, 6 tons of fuel is a lot if you're flying at a 320. If you're in a 330 or 350, maybe not. And Alpine 917 Foxtrot is ready for departure.
Easyjet Sim Pilot 917 Foxtrot 63, runway 14 for takeoff and wind 10 degrees 8 knots.
Clear takeoff runway 14 Alpine 917 Foxtrot.
Intel by side 9 navigated.
Okie dokies, so approach path is clear. Lights are set, TCAS, PAX.
Itaro 179,
Roma Delta 182, leaving 50290 for 295,
Side stick, cancel master caution.
for emergency, direct Maven, Mike Alpha Victor Eco November.
Direct Maven, Itaro 179er.
Delta 182, heavy on frequency.
Delta 182, go ahead.
Delta 182 heavy, Roma radar, radar contact. Proceed direct Maven, Mike Alpha Victor Eco November, radar vector, ILS Zulu 16 right Fiumicino.
Direct Marvin and expect RS Zulu runway 16 left, Delta 182.
Itaro 521, Roma Radar, runway 16 left, clear to end, wind is vicino.
Okay, take off. Start chrono. 50%. N1 selected.
Clear to end, Itaro 521.
Engine 2 now critical. Engine stable, set takeoff thrust. Man flex, SRS. Takeoff thrust set, auto thrust blue. Still forgetting the auto thrust blue with the new SOPs. 100 knots.
Just to confirm for Delta 182, are we continuing descent?
Again, Delta 182 heavy.
Rotate.
And are we clear to continue to descend?
Delta 182 negative, you are too far, so for the moment maintain 10-0. We'll call you later.
Positive, climb, gear up.
Continue to 90, thank you, Delta 182.
Altitude 3, Roma Radar identified, direct Dobbin, Delta Oscar Bravo, India Mike.
Nav.
Ragazzi, for altitude 3.
Direct Dobbin.
Direct on altitude
3. France 2 Foxtrot 128.
Thrust climb.
Monitoring Unicom, my France 2 Foxtrot. Thanks for your amazing service this evening.
A pleasure, see ya, ciao bello.
Evening, Mona.
Roma Italy 6524 is now on final localizer runway 30.
Itaro 6525, 6425, runway 3 clear to end. Sail to 0 enough, report fully vacate.
Clear to runway 33, Italy 6425 will call when received.
So in real life, we wouldn't actually be able to get this here because the VOR is not operative.
Roma Foxtrot Mayday, we request to descend the flight level of 1000 to take off the mark.
Okay, we're all calm past S speed.
100, correction.
Flaps 0, spoilers disarmed. No speed restriction on this departure now, remember?
Thank you so much. Continue to descend 100, 8 Roma Foxtrot Mayday.
Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu Roma Radar, proceed to Lomed, Lima Oscar Mike Delta, Lomed 3 Mike arrival, expect runway 12 in Bologna. Direct Lomed and expect ILS
speed on star. Oops, too busy hand flying, forgot about the packs. What about one's engaged? 5 miles, so we're fine.
Delta 182 heavy Roma Radar, expect ILS Zulu 16 right for you, direct to Marvin.
ILS Zulu 16 right.
I was enjoying hand flying that.
Itaro 179, Roma Radar, continue descend altitude 6000, QNH 1022.
Descend altitude 6000, QNH 1022, Itaro 179.
Air Serbia 89, question 81, Foxtrot, Roma Radar, continue descend flight 8000 feet, QNH Napoli, Capo di Chino 1022, speed 220.
QNH 1023, descend to 8000 feet and speed 220, Air Serbia, Foxtrot.
Negative, 1022.
I'm not overly convinced on the shape of this orbit, to be honest with you.
Easyjet pilot Foxtrot YouTuber, question Twitch streamer, identified time 300.
And confirm climb flight level 300, Alpine 917 Foxtrot.
Affirmative to confirm.
Climbing now flight level 300, Alpine 917 Foxtrot. First climb, open climb, 300 blue.
Left, direct Marvin, Mike Alpha Victor, Echo November.
Delta 182 steady one.
Yeah, I do feel as though the aircraft should actually have carried on coming around left, a little bit tighter in to the airport there, but it's okay. Could see terrain, I wasn't too concerned.
Marvin, Delta 182.
Quality 8 Roma Foxtrot Mayday, Roma Radar, descend altitude 6000 feet, QNH Video vicino 1022.
6,000 feet down, 1022.
Cabin crew released.
8 Roma Foxtrot Mayday.
Itaro 179, Roma Radar, continue descend, altitude 5,000 feet, clear the LS Zulu 16 right, report established.
Descend altitude 5000, clear LS Zulu 16 right,
Right, so the spoilers, flaps, gear, lights.
0521, runway 16 left, ready.
Delta 1AQ, maintain the frequency due to coordination in progress with another controller. Thank you.
Control, reach 260. You request me to go to Milan? Is that correct?
Okay, coming up on
Negative, I'm calling
10,000.
Standing by,
So,
please. Quality 8
sort that out.
Mayday, Roma Radar, continue descend,
Clear that discontinuity.
Speed is yours and clear the LS Whiskey 16 left. Report established.
Roger, sir. Continue descend 4,000 feet, the free speed,
Clear the right nav
and
out.
we will report established. 8 Romeo Foxtrot Mayday.
Second flight plan, we can copy active there. 300 is going to be fine, and cost index
Flight level
0.
210, Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu. Negative 1201 radian.
I think we'll also take the seatbelt signs
Itaro
off
6
here.
Alpha Zulu is again, descend flight level 1201 radian.
Not much light out there, clearly not a full moon tonight.
Roma Radar, good evening, Ryanair 9 Lima November inbound, over.
Ryanair 9 Lima November, Roma Radar, ciao. Radar contact, direct correction, LCAP 3 Alpha arrival, expect ILS Zulu 16 right.
Aircraft 3 Alpha arrival, expecting ILS Zulu 16 right, 9 Lima November.
Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu is again, descend 120.
Lightspeed says someone's got a mayday. Yeah, they did. I don't know what happened to them.
Descend 120, Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu, we had a small connection problem. No problem, I saw it.
Itaro 521, runway vacated 16 left.
1219er, ciao.
1219, English service, 10.
And you can never get fly-by-wire Simbridge to work. I've never tried, to be honest, Lightspeed.
I'm going to Iceland. Why would you send me there?
Reach 0260, sir. There are other traffic. Give me 1 second and I will call you back later. Break. Thank you. Serbia 81 Foxtrot, Roma Radar, direct Bento, Bravo Echo November Tango Oscar, cleared ILS 024, report established.
Aircraft needs to say he's going VFR.
Well, I'm at 36,000 feet. Could you just reroute me to another altitude?
Reach 0260, standing by, sir. Standing by. I will call you back later. Serbia 81 Foxtrot, direct Bento, Bravo Echo November Tango Oscar, cleared ILS 024.
I'll go VFR up to Iceland.
Direct
Roger that. Standing by, reach 260.
FYI, if air traffic control tells you to stand by, you don't need to read that back, because it just takes up time on the frequency.
Ryanair 1 Roma Delta, Milano Radar, 132, 905, ciao.
At Lightspeed, did I find my tablet that the kids hid? Oh yeah, that was a couple of weeks back, wasn't it? Yes. I now hide it from them.
Rec, Ryanair 1 Roma Delta, Milano Radar 132.905. Ryanair 1 Roma Delta, Milan, Roman?
Right.
Roma, we have a traffic to the right, 8 Romeo Foxtrot Mayday. Well.
There's a lot of stepping on each other at the moment on the
Ryanair 1 Roma
frequency.
Delta is again, Milano Radar 132.905.
132.905, bye bye, 1 Romeo Delta.
Roma traffic to 8 for 8 Romeo Foxtrot Mayday to the right.
Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu, Milano Radar 132.905. 132.905, Itaro 6 Alpha Zulu. Ciao, buona serata, grazie. Quality 8 Roma Foxtrot Mayday, Roma Radar.
Organ, am I looking forward to the release of version 2 of the Phoenix? Definitely, just like all of you guys will be, I'm sure.
Okay. 8 Romeo Foxtrot.
The fact as well that it's in the future going to be compatible with external hardware is a huge plus.
190, Delta 182.
Musical Fantasy just completed a flight from Edinburgh down to Stansted. That's an Easyjet route as well, isn't it? Or it used to be. I think it still is.
Itaro, okay, call sign only, please.
Doesn't look like we're going to encounter any of the turbulence or potential icing conditions, as there weren't that many clouds there, so that worked out all right for us.
16 right, clear to land, and wind 090 degrees for knots. Traffic on final one.
Zoix,
in progress.
I've seen the Embraer, but I've not flown it, so I can't say anything about it, I'm afraid.
Traffic on runway 16 left, in emergency, and Roger, it's 179.
Organ Aviator, the great thing about Phoenix as well is, yeah, they're given the version 2 will be an upgrade for free. But what's really amazing is it's almost a brand new aircraft.
Right 1 Foxtrot established ILS Zulu, runway 24.
Hopefully be able to use the engine mods that they've created and whap them onto some A319s and A321s, which would be fantastic.
You can enter runway 24, after right 1 Foxtrot, and we will call you when located.
Good evening, Scandinavian 682 holding short, Bravo Alpha 425.
682, room radar number 2 in the sequence after departing Airbus A320, runway 25, line up and wait after.
Line up and wait after the departing Airbus, the A320, Scandinavian 682.
Aaron, do I think there would be a way to get the Phoenix aircraft on an Xbox? No. No, I'm afraid it just wouldn't be possible, I'm afraid. All the stuff going on under the hood. The external program that runs as well. With version 2, I think the only thing that's going to be missing is the weather radar, but that's not their fault.
2031, Roma radar, ciao, radar contact, climb, flight level 330.
Crisis said he was sold to play Flight Simulator, but never has. Wouldn't know what to do, but love watching it. Well, Crisis, everyone has to start somewhere. And the great thing with Microsoft Flight Simulator is it comes with lessons. You can literally start knowing nothing and work your way up. Just as you would do in real life, I guess. If you're enjoying the stream though, guys, please do me a favour, hit the like button.
Sequence, runway 25, line up and wait EasyJet report.
It does help the channel out, so I appreciate that. And it's doing that kind of thing that's helped us surpass 39,000 subscribers as well in the last 24 hours, which is incredible. So once again, a big thank you to all of you for that. Right, 5,000 feet to go, then we'll be at our top of climb. Isles of Sicily and Corsica tonight that we're flying over. Is it possible to fly army flights with like an F-14, F-18, etc. on VATSIM? Yes, but only under special circumstances. You'd need someone like you'd need Dark Fury. I'd need Dark Fury in the chat, or any other VATSIM controllers who would be able to answer that question more clearly. Organ Aviator would really like to see the A330. Well, Aerosoft were meant to be making one, weren't they? Would it be as intricate as the Phoenix? Probably not, I'm afraid. Hazard, the radar controller, is live on Twitch and he's doing God mode. Well, fair play to him. Aaron, it's celebrating 4 months of channel membership. That is incredible. Thank you so much for your support, Aaron. No, unfortunately,
Roger.
the class 1's never going to be passed now, so no.
6,000 feet, Greenwich 1022.
Plus, if I did that, I wouldn't have time for you guys here, would I?
For flight level for Delta 182 and Greenwich 1022.
And Ryanair 9 Lima November, Roma radar, continue descend flight level.
Okay, 500 feet to go.
And flight level 1109 Lima November.
Lima, Indigo.
Macalt Star.
Bravo. Romeo Control.
Should take over to Alt Cruise. There we go, Mac Alt Cruise. Lovely.
Go ahead.
So, TCAS to below. Check the ST pages. Turn that down a bit. Just check the fuel now. 1639. Okay, that's 5.5 tons. That's okay. Cabin temperature's all fine. Lovely. Nothing on the overhead. And then I could base my streams on the roster.
Roma radar, ciao, una buonissima serata a te, Easy184 with you, flight level 310 inbound Lomed.
I wouldn't have time to do the streams though, that's the problem, Aaron.
Radar, ciao, radar contact, break. Okay. Itaro, Lufthansa 3 Tango Lima 25, clear for takeoff, wind 090 degrees for knots.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25, Lufthansa 3 Tango Lima, grazie.
Hey, Liana. Oh, so you can fly military jet VATSIM as long as you fly like an airliner with normal procedures. But for special ops, you have to be part of an organisation. See, I didn't know that. It's military isn't my thing. Ty, what is the STS page? Systems page, SYS. It just tells you of things that aren't working. We can disregard this. It's a faulty. It's a faulty, erroneous ECAM alert. Hammond, do you not change the costing? Some airlines do, some airlines don't. The airline standard operation procedures we're following here do, so that's why we do it. Has a lots of years, but also great tuition.
Wet low 360 to Banjo.
Oh, Ty, you just wondering what was in it? Yeah, just disregard that.
260. Go ahead.
Organ of Phoenix fixed the side stick error. To be fair, it's probably more my error than theirs. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look at some en route weathers. Of course, the box should be working properly as well the next time we get the Phoenix update. So let me just see what's happening weather-wise. Use the good old Windy app for this.
Survey 1 Foxtrot, vacated runway 24 by Bravo Charlie.
So, Jasio, yeah, that's fine, it's wide open. Orbia, it's wide open. What's happening then at Milan at the moment? 0303, Cav OK, 1022, no significant changes there, wide open as well. Turin, which is one of the alternates, that's open as well. Yeah, en route weathers, they're all fine.
Serbia 81 Foxtrot, Roma radar, benvenuto a Napoli. Enjoy your pizza and start your choice.
Enjoy your pizza.
Alright, set up choice and have a great evening. Good night, survival.
Craig, you can go on our Discord server, and in the pilots briefing room, there's loads of information in there, Craig.
200 Lufthansa 3 Tango Lima.
Oh no, that's interesting. Destination has to
Delta
fuel board
182,
below
increase rate of descent,
minimums.
descend altitude 4000.
That's not good.
Increase rate of descent at 182.
I've got minimum destination fuel on board. There's 2 tons. Okay. So I'll just bring up the OFP again. Mike, any advice for someone who's just got rudder pedals and is struggling to land without ending up in the grass? Were your landings better before you got rudder pedals? Right now, CNR actually for our flight is also 2 tons. So the fuel mayday calls when it comes when it looks like we're going to be landing below final reserves, which is about 1 ton today. So we're okay. We'll be all right. Of course, what that does mean is we'll have to commit to Milan, which is fine. You know, there's 2 runways there. The weather's fine. The chances of not being able to get into Milan is very minimal. As where do you get the predicted stand number in the McDo?
Pilots 917 Foxtrot Switch Streamer, thank you so much for flight today in Italy, and contact 135.125. Ciao bello. See you next time.
135.125, thanks so much for the great service. See you next time, Alpine 917 Foxtrot.
Scandinavia 682, Roma Radar 25, climb 380 final.
Climb 380 final, Scandinavian 682.
Easy 24, 25, clear for takeoff, wind 09 centimeter for knot.
Yeah, so you only get those predictions in the predictive stand gates if you're flying in the UK. Something that UK VATSIM have put in. What frequency did he tell us? 13512, didn't he? 135.125. Who is that? Oh, it's Eurocontrol, I think. Eurocontrol, good evening, Alpine 917 Foxtrot, flight level 300.
Alpine 917 Foxtrot, Eurocontrol, bonsoir, identified.
Easy, can the Fenix A320 save the state of the aircraft from the last flight? It should be able to, but there is a known bug that is preventing that at the minute. I'm sure version 2 will have it all sorted, so I wouldn't be worrying too much about that. It is nice though when your second VHF radio is tuned to the guard frequency, for example, little things like that. Oh, hello. What's that? ILS 2 fault. Okay. Alright.
7901, could you descend on Unicom 122 Esplanade, bye-bye.
Okie dokies. So,
merci pour le contrôle, bonne soirée.
stupid aircraft's broken again. So let's see. ILS nav2 fault. Immediate actions. Do I need to worry? No. Can we fly the plane? Yes. Can we land the plane? Yes. It's not affecting anything. It's just a bit of a navigational fault. So let's see. Let's just cancel master caution. Diagnose it? Well, we can't really. Well, we could if we were trying to tune to an ILS and it wasn't working. So let's just see. We've got no ECAM options to follow. We'll just check the systems pages. Does mean that because the ILS2 is out, Cat2 is out. Alright, so if Cat2 is out, then basically the aircraft is now incapable of auto land. So if we can't auto land, we need to fly somewhere with nice weather. Well, thankfully tonight the weather is looking decent. So what are our options? Well, do we need to divert? No. Do we need to return? No. Should we continue to fly to somewhere like Milan, which is, you know, it's got good weather, it's a big, massive airport, engineers on tap, and a base for us? Yep, that's probably the best option. Do we need to make any other decisions? I don't think so. There's nothing really here that's going to affect what we're going to do. Assign tasks. Well, we could probably look through the just look through the QRH, maybe the MEL, just to see if there's anything in the documentation that tells us that we need to do something or not do something. Can we recover it? Probably not. I don't think there's a reset for this. What's going to be really nice as well, when we get the Fenix aircraft, when we get Fenix version 2, is it comes with a QRH, which of course is going to be brilliant, because it will mean that we can pull that up on screen and you know, work through things together. So I'm just having a look at some any faults that we might have got here.
Yo, hello, good evening. Gelale 3 flash level 360.
So nav ILS fallen fault triggers, yeah, when one of them has failed. Basically it's just a crew awareness. Nothing we can do about it. All the alternates have got good weather, well, apart from one of them. The chances of us losing all of the 3 airports that are in our OFP are 1 billion to 1. So no, I'm not worried. All right, I'm happy with our decision. Final review. It's just crew awareness. Not going to affect us unless suddenly the weather becomes really bad, but it's not forecast to. So I'm happy to commit, and let's clear ECAM. Let the next crew worry about that. Hey Tony, how does the Latin VFR A330 compare to the headwind version? Oh, I'd still say, Tony, the headwind version is streets ahead. Absolutely streets ahead.
Ito 445, contact Bilado 132.905, bye-bye.
9 minutes late. Why were we late? ATC runway change. Let's blame it on that, shall we?
Swiss 5 Yankee Golf, Langen Radar is offline, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122 Swiss 5 Yankee Golf. Have a good evening, bye-bye.
Good evening.
So that is departure runway change, AMC, for 9 minutes. Is it just me? Is it looking a bit hazy now? Yeah, it is. There's a few clouds there. What temperature are we at? Oh, it's okay. We don't need the anti-ice helm. Actual kind of stuff is in the QRH versus the Ofcom. The great thing is that a lot of stuff in the Ofcom, which is in the QRH, but the QRH has got a lot of procedures in it that, you know, if you need to know how to do something, or work through something, it's obviously there. Kirker, pop breaker? No.
78 climbing.
Just a rubbish aircraft.
That is 1461, Eurocontrol, bonsoir, identified. Could you climb level 310?
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just checking to see if everything is okay.
Yeah, everything's fine, thanks. Looking to be on the ground in just under an hour.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Alright, let's do a landing calculation then. Hey, Chubby, good to see you. So where are we going? We're on 35 right expected. Get the meta and apply that. For our initial calculation, just see if reverse idle is going to be enough for us today. Set runway condition code 2. Landing weight, what's that going to be?
Guten Abend, Eurowings 752, flight level 370, ready for descent.
56.4,
Action Eurowings 752, Eurocontrol, good evening.
58.5,
descent level 250.
Eurowings 752, descent level 250.
Yeah, flap stable, getting reverse idle. No
Easy, when I take off, request descent.
Actual conditions.
Echo Alpha, descent level 300.
Yeah, flap 3 landing's going to work for us today, quite comfortably. So, might as well just start setting some stuff up actually in the box for that. QNH is 1022. Temperature 6 degrees. Wind 0303. Config 3 landing. Runway down there.
Lingwayan 13 Alpha, Milan radar is offline, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, Lingwayan 13 Alpha, thank you for the service, bye-bye.
Where's my navigraph go? Oh, that's a messy chart, isn't it? Runway visual range 550, yeah. 891 are the minimums. So, get those in.
Your controller, runway 1, runway Delta, default level 360.
Destination connects again.
Your control, good evening, it's Rhino 1 from your Delta with the flight level 360.
Can't really see very much, can we? Not with this, we're flying slap bang in the middle of a little cloud layer at the minute.
Easy 18 Echo Alpha, London is offline, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
128, 18 Echo Alpha, good day.
Chummy, you just tried to land at Leeds, but the winds were really bad. Were they?
380.
Are you sure? It's been really calm weather today in the UK.
Easy 621, Eurocontrol, bonsoir, identified, proceed direct Abner.
280 at 10.
Direct
Chummy of the winds. That's nothing. And what made you go all the way to Gatwick? You've got Manchester down about 30 miles away. Landing with 600 kilograms in the tanks is not somewhere you want to be. Hello.
Sorry for the intrusion. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
Oh, I'd have a cup water, please.
Of course. I'll go and
Easy
get it.
2970, proceed direct to Pibat.
That doesn't look quite as bad from the cabin view. That's nice. Oh, there is a moon, just not a full moon tonight. That looks neat down there, doesn't it? Nice holiday destination.
2970, Eurocontrol.
Chummy, I feel like jumping into the approach at Leeds after this, seeing if we can get in. I'm sure we will. I've never had the Fenix float that much, unless of course you over-rotate, which is not good. It does float very easily if you over-rotate it. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Your drinks are ready. They're in the storage compartment in our galley.
Thank you.
No problem.
Alright, let's start having a look at this arrival then, see what we can expect. So, the great thing with the arrival here is hopefully we can expect some shortcuts, because, well, this is just a massive star.
Uniform 122.8, thank you for service, bye-bye.
So, Devox,
752, could you descend on Unicom 122?
250 knots, then up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, so we could probably expect, as long as the weather's, the traffic isn't too bad,
Thank you, good night.
expect a shortcut to Inler. We want 4,000 feet at Inler. It's a bit misleading, that, actually. It says MSA is 10,300, actually, if you get on the approach. 3,000 feet.
Thank you very much, bye-bye.
So, a couple of nav aids we can get in there. Malpensa, Serrano. So, tune those. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet, so we'll get some range rings around that just to help us out. Oh, Chummy, I never let somebody choose my alternates. They're always really daft. Right. What have we got here? VOR is required. Yeah, that's working. That's fine. Localizer, glide slope out. Okay, no, that's fine. That's working. Pilots, pay attention to the military airport, 6 miles southwest of the airport, not to be confused with Milan and Malpensa. Similar runway configuration. There it is.
40, direct.
Don't land on that runway.
7R42 Tango Whiskey, Eurocontrol, bonsoir.
And everyone, yeah, false localizer captions may occur. Take caution. That's particularly as we've just lost one ILS radio.
0675 7F42 Tango Whiskey.
Missed approach obstacle clearance, that's fine. We've got two
You're
good engines.
good evening.
3 degree glide slope, nothing daft there. Pappies either side.
Going the 60 Yankee Zulu, Zero Control, bonsoir, identified, proceed direct Kivor, climb flight level 380.
And 35 right, 3 degree Pappies. 60 meters wide runway, okay, that's worth just noting. It's a wide runway, so different perspective than
Link Orient 01 Lima, Romarido is offline, my tonic of altitude Espalay, bye bye. Tutu 0 Lima, bye bye.
Okay, so I think we're ready for a brief. So I'll just get the chart back up.
639, descend level.
As I say, we can expect to probably get a shortcut, maybe direct to inlet or one of the other points just before it, as we're coming in. So on the approach, might be a good idea to get below the profile,
so it's pretty far away,
so that we're not left too high if ATC decide to bring us in.
Victor, Oscar,
Make sure we are green dot and then flaps 1 at Inler. We need to be 190 at Inler anyway, so that makes sense. So that's how I plan to navigate and fly the approach. Normal stuff, 3 degrees, weather's good there, it's looking fine. Let's just have a look, any sort of threats then coming into Milan and error management. Well, it's not actually shown on this chart here, but we've got the Alps just to the north of the airport, so that's obviously a huge threat. You know, let's say we were doing a go-around, if we lost an engine, workload management becomes really high. The go-around procedure is very important, particularly if we've lost an engine or something, because you're not going to climb as well, and we've got things that we can potentially hit straight in front of us. So yes, a bank of terrain to the north of the airport. Very, very important that we're made situationally aware of that. Other little threat: 60-meter wide runway. So just check the perspective, focus on the ILS, focus on the Pappies. Until we're happy. Don't be put off by the picture that we have outside the window. Let's go through the box so you can see everything that I've got in there. So the flight plan is in with all the different MC points. There's Inler, of course. Radar page. We'll just tune Mike Papa. So that's hard tuned in there. Say we will also pop in the fix info of LIMC 135 right, oops, and a 9-mile radius there. That's fine.
West, good evening. Hotel 78, passing flight level 250.
138 miles to go.
Hotel 780,
1022, wind 0303, temperature 6, minimum's 891, config 3 landing, VAT is 137. Andrew 1, the estimated fuel on board numbers, Amber, just to bring to our attention that we're going to be looking to land with less than our minimum destination fuel on board. Basically means that we are committing to this airport because we burnt a bit more fuel on the ground really in Cagliari due to a runway change. I'm not concerned about it. We would have enough fuel to have a go and have another go. And there's no reason we shouldn't be able to get in. The weather's good. There's 2 runways there, so even if one aircraft knackers up one of the runways, we can still get in. So it's fine. Copy that. Okay, one thing I want to just have a look at and study a little bit is the go-around procedure here, because it's not straightforward. So we climb out on runway heading to about 1500 feet, right hand turn, max speed 210 knots, so that's going to be flaps 1, S speed. And yeah, return as soon as possible to the Mike Papa 22 radius climbing up to 3,000 feet. So Mr. Approach is 3,000 feet. At 3,000 feet, but no further than 7 miles from Mike Popper on that 020 radio. Make a right turn again, still flaps 1 to the Serrano VOR or NDB. Both in the same place. We maintain 3,000 feet until 5 miles from Sierra Romeo November and then climb 4,000 feet. Now all of that should be tuned for us in the box already. Let's just have a quick look.
917 Foxtrot, when ready, descend level 250.
When ready, descend flight level 250 Alpine 917 Foxtrot. Yes, that's our arrival.
Call 435 Whiskey, leaving my airspace, my time,
and there you go. That's it. So if we needed to go around, I would most certainly be getting the autopilot on and flying that in nav mode because, well, I don't want to fly that. So we're going to start getting down 250. This is our top descent. But remember what I said about shortcuts? So we'll probably start getting down just a bit before that. Our tank fuel crossfeed valves now opened.
Center 1989, leaving my airspace, my turning 122 days, bye bye.
122 days, 199, thank you for service, good night.
As we can now see. An aircraft on TCAS just there. It's 4,000 feet beneath us. But he's climbing. So he's down there somewhere.
76 Tango, continue descent on Unicom 122 days, pilot. Sorry for late head.
Hey, Stephen Mullen. Parachuted in Batman style. Well, I hope you've not left a hole in my aircraft.
That is 16 leaving my airspace, Unicom 122 days, pilot.
Thank you very much for your service. Unicom 122.8, net 6 Yankee.
Only other thing left to do then before we go down is just have a look where we're going once we've taxied. However, this is pretty straightforward as well. So, once we've landed, we're on 35 left, aren't we?
2223, Eurocontrol, bonsoir, identified.
Yeah, we're on. No, 35 right. We're landing 35 right.
Flight level 370.
That's the plan. Not quite sure why it's got 35 on 35 left there.
Delta 355, Eurocontrol, bonsoir, identified.
Anyway, 35 right. And really, we could vacate. If we vacate at Alpha Bravo, that would be wonderful. Because then we park there, Terminal 2. So with that, I'm not even going to arm auto brakes. Reverse idle and manual brakes as we roll down the runway. Easy place to know where Alpha Bravo is as well. It's where the displaced threshold starts.
Your control, could we get a higher cruising flight level? Stop.
Stephen, is it more tiring doing winter ops than summer with darker evenings? I don't think so. You need to be well rested anyway, I guess.
350, top 1.
Race control, Delta 355, request for flight level 380.
Delta 355, enable, old flight level.
Okay, so let's start that descent then. So we can get down a little bit
our optimum flight level
early if we can. So,
now, but
descent 250.
otherwise we're going to stay at flight level 3970 for a while.
So maintain 370. I confirm you to airspace and you are going to the south, so I need you to maintain an odd flight level.
Final 7158 requesting descent.
Ryanair 715 X-ray, descend level 250.
Descending 250, Ryanair 715 X-ray.
So, Delta 355, we are staying our present cruising altitude letter 370, if that is okay for you.
Yeah, that's needed for me, thank you.
Your control, good evening.
EFB is still
heavy.
below 2
level
tons.
350, 43 miles from Abudo.
Again, still happy enough that we can get in safely.
Agent 275, your control, good evening, identified, direct to Kezax, climb flight level 400.
And that is a beautiful view of the Italian coastline then now as we're coming in.
Agent 275, confirm direct to Kezax and climb level 400.
Flight direct, Kazax, and climb flight level 400, Virgin 275.
I've not heard a Virgin call sign on there for a while.
Lufthansa 330 Tango, proceed direct to board.
Can you repeat the direct, please?
Lufthansa 330 Tango, direct to board.
Okay, so I'll just pull speed and we'll hold 270, which is a decent enough speed for us. Although there's a speed restriction of 250 at Devox, so we might just ask if we can have free speed there. Let me just see, is there any ATC online in Milan? I don't think there is now actually, so I reckon free speed is going to be available. And Alpine 917 Foxtrot, any speed restrictions for us?
Alpine 9017 Foxtrot, negative, arrival is on your discretion.
Roger, thanks Alpine 917 Foxtrot.
Alpine 9017 Foxtrot, continue descent on Unicom 122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
122 decimal 8, thank you for the service, Alpine 917 Foxtrot, bye-bye. Okay, we're on our own.
Marseille Control, good evening, Sky Travel 65
Marseille
Delta,
Control.
climbing to flight level 370.
Sky Travel 65 Delta, your control, bonsoir, identified, climb level 360.
Lovely, so we are now going to continue our descent. I'll tell you exactly what we're going to do then. We're going to cut through all this blubber and we're going to shortcut the heck out of this. We're going to go direct to my Charlie 435, which as you can see is just there. Now, we've got to be aware there is terrain beneath us as we do this, so let's just see actually, are we going to be able to do that? What's our distance? About 120 miles out. What are we, 25,000 feet? Okay, no, that should be fine. Okay, so let's go direct, what was it, 435. Let's just continue that descent though. And I'm going to put it into open descent. So thrust idle, open descent, flight level 80. And insert. So with that little shortcut, I'm really going to wind the speed up now as we nosedive down towards Milan. James Scott, thank you so much for your support, James. Welcome to the First Officers Club. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you to support us, my friend. So thank you so much for that. Now, interestingly enough, on this approach, if you have a look at the chart, you can see that we've got below 5,000 feet very, very early on in this. Below 6,000 feet there, then below 5,000 feet there. So aircraft will be trundling along, losing 1,000 feet over 20 miles or so, which is ridiculous. It's very inefficient. But it does mean that if they're below 6,000 feet, say here at 556, and there's a gap, the controller can easily just spin them in. So there is method to that madness. And cabin crew, about 15 minutes to landing. So that has saved us a heck of a lot of time getting rid of the old dog letter that we had there. See the lights of Milan ahead of us. Just wondering if we could see the Alps. Might just be there. Okay, so 4,000 blue. Now this is where we can use that little range ring that I put on there. Yeah, see, so 4,000 feet at the rate we're descending, we're going to hit 4,000 feet way early, which is absolutely fine. But we're not actually going to hit it there because we're still going to need to slow the aircraft down. So we'll do 250, of course, as we approach 10,000 feet. Okay, so seatbelt signs are on, run the approach checklist. So the Barra FQNH is 1022. Seatbelt signs are now on, minimums 891. Auto brake we're not using, and EFB is stowed. Fly guy, am I using the frame gen mod? No, I'm not at all. No. Oh, in the house, Dark Fury. What a way to make an entrance. Good evening, Dark. Gifting 5 EasyJet in Pilot Channel memberships as he arrives onto the aircraft at 12,000 feet. Welcome to our new members. Thank you so much, Dark. What a way to arrive. I really appreciate your support as well. In fact, I was talking about you earlier. I wanted to ask you a question. Someone was asking about performing military jet operations on VATSIM. I said the person to ask would be Dark Fury, but I wasn't sure he was in the chat. But there you are, Dark. So, how is that? What are the full procedures that are required? Right, speed 250 knots. Mike Lima Papa is identified. Dark, you do indeed arrive in style. Milan traffic Alpine 917 Foxtrot is at Mike Charlie 435 extended ILS approach. Runway 35 right, currently 36 miles out, 250 knots. Oh, there you go. That's the answer to that then, Dark. Flying point A to B with a military aircraft is fine, but any military ops is a no-no unless part of a military VA. Yes, well, Leanna said something similar to that, but good to have it clarified by an ATCO on the VATSIM network. Okay, I'm going to activate the approach phase now. Oh, actually, I think that's been done for us. Yeah. All done as we flew over the decel point. So obviously under 10,000 feet, our landing lights are now on. And can we pick a stand number with GSX now, rather than having to do it once we've landed? So if we can get stand 104, 105, that'd be quite neat. If that's possible. Oh, 105 would be good. And that's done. Okay, so just set VS 1100. Hello, 3000 blue.
Ready for landing. The cabin is secured.
Okay, that's fine. We'll call one ready.
No problem.
Nice clear nightlight tonight. I thought I'd be able to see the airport, but not yet. Right, so lock star, Cat 1, autopilot 1 and 2. Of course, it's not going to say Cat 3 dual because we lost the ILS receiver number 2. In fact, that should flash up on the Lua ECAM in a moment. So, worth briefing that we are going to see that. We'll have to close the systems page down. Okay, let's push for managed speed. And just pop it into thrust idle open descent as we do that. There's the glide slope. So that's perfect. VS 500, that'll work nicely for us, 15 miles out. Hardly any wind around tonight. So we're still in clean config at the moment. Let's start configuring them. Flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1. Stephen, are they always so bright in real life as they are in Microsoft Flight Simulator? No, Stephen. And the lights themselves are actually angled quite cleverly. So, for instance, if we were flying past the airport, the lights would disappear. So you wouldn't see them sort of from the wrong angle. So I'll pull 180 knots and we'll hold that for a while. Hazard, what is the blue ring on the navigation display? That's a 9-mile ring. So cross 3,000 feet there and we'll be on the 3-degree glide slope. Actually, is it more fuel efficient to use flaps 3 for landing? Yes, it is. Yeah. It's also nicer to the environment. It's not as noisy. Hey, Amragross, good to see you. That's glide slope start. So just keep an eye on the performance of the aircraft. We've not got flaps 2 out yet. Not too concerned about it. Hey, old novice pilot. Cabin crew's now arrived, so off you go. Arrived late after watching air crash investigation. Oh, well, as long as we don't feature on that, that's fine. So, missed approach altitude 3,000 feet is set. Alex Aviator says, can't believe it. I actually fly this route really often in real life. Your grandma's from Sardinia. Oh, Alex, brilliant. Glad we've been able to do that for you tonight then. Right, so 8 miles out, flaps 2. Holding the glide slope quite nicely actually, isn't it? So flaps 2, speed's checked. Flaps 2 it is. Charmer, any idea when the Phoenix is releasing the next major update? No, I'm afraid not. If you're vacating our aircraft quickly after landing, please be sure to hit the like button as you depart. It really does help the channel, so thank you for supporting us that way if you can. Okay, 6 miles, gear down, arm spoilers. Speed 160. Flaps 3, speed's checked, flaps 3. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Mihai, best way to descend under 10,000 feet. Speed brakes. Okay, that's 4 miles, minus the speed. Right. Autopilot disconnected, I have control. Nice to see the 2 pappies are there, just as were depicted in the charts. Let's come off that centre line a bit though, let's get back on that. Let's be careful, we've got 3 reds there, which doesn't quite align up with what we've got on the PFD. Picture's alright though.
$500.
Stable.
$100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard.
Okay, spoilers deployed. Ah! Can't see if the spoilers are deployed. Reverse screen. Go away, GSX. Told you that menu was going to flash up. I'd not seen it flash up in order to clear it. Reverse idle. We're not using auto brakes, remember, because we said we want to roll off the runway. A stupid thing. Go away. There we go. Spoilers did deploy, so that's useful. And this is where we're going to vacate as planned. And our gate is over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for
Malpensa traffic, Alpine 917, Foxtrot vacated runway 35 right.
Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care.
Okay, nice short taxi in.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions...
Let's tidy up the aircraft as well. Spoilers deployed, spoilers retracted, and flaps 0. Gonzo, you came right in for the landing. That was good timing then. Hey J Booth, was the QNH wrong? Don't think so. 1022 I think should be the QNH. Airport elevation is about 700 feet. Yeah. Stand 105. Which dev is it that's making Milan? Dev has shown some shots that Milan is coming, isn't it? Mihal, when the wing lights turned on, usually at night time, we're looking for ice. Applebee's will block 2 finally ever working weather radar? No, it's not the Phoenix team's issue that it is same with the fly-by-wire. They can't have it. It's all down to Azobo and their coding. The ATR might have one, but it's not realistic. There's some great discussions online about this.
Traffic 7156 fully established, unless Zulu 35 right 119.
And perfectly parked. Okay, parking brake set. It's telling us to shut engines. Might just need to stand by a minute. Oh, no, would be alright actually, because I started that a little bit late that time. But yeah, 3 minutes before we can shut down. What fuel we got on board? 2.1 tons. We're fine. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely fine. Okay, so at this point then we'd shut down the engines, etc. Tell the cabin crew external power can be connected, beacon light can go off, all of that stuff. What else is just broke now? Oh, it's okay. But of course, I'm going to do the replay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to come off the VATSIM network, so we don't interrupt that Ryanair aircraft that is about to land, and we'll check out the landing. Did we actually get a landing rate on this one, or not? Was it broken again? Because it's not been working, has it, recently? Let me just find that approach. There it is. We'll see what that looks like from a cabin point of view. There we are. Well, guys, welcome to Milan. Now, just as we're watching the landing, I've got a great question for all of you. This is absolutely nothing aviation related, but I want your best remedies for anyone that's had this issue. So last night I made a lovely Thai green curry, and with that I sprinkled bell chilies on top of it, you know, small red ones. You chop them up nice and fine, sprinkled on, beautiful. Washed my hands, did all sorts. My fingers, even today, are now burning. I didn't touch my eyes or anything. How on earth do you get rid of the chili on your fingers? I've scrubbed them, I've used an alcohol wipe, I've done all sorts, but I can still feel the burn on the pads of my fingers. It's ridiculous. So anyone that has a remedy for that, then Let me know how on earth you get rid of it. Hey, Clever Trevor, good to see you. Good timing. I say, totally random question to finish the stream off today. Cleaver, soak them in milk. I thought about that. Did think about that. The milk seemed like an obvious choice. Put your fingers in yogurt. Back here's lemon juice. Barry, don't pick your nose, whatever you do. Well, do you know what, Barry? It's funny you should mention that. I did go and blow my nose. I did go and blow my nose. And oh, my nose was on fire. It was ridiculous. I will suck your fingers. It works. At least it does in Finland. I'll have to come to Finland and suck my fingers then. Whole milk or yogurt? Yeah, I don't have the skimmed milk stock. No, I'm not having that stuff. Ah, it's a beautiful Italian touchdown. Olive oil sometimes works. I don't want sometimes works. I've been scared to go to the loo. Honestly, the pads of my fingers are just like, why can't I get rid of it? Yes, Stephen. Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but I thought, well, you know what? That's just absolutely serious issue here. I thought I saw what looked like a train coming in just then. Is that a train? There's a train there. That's quite neat. Mihan says even Google says cleaning it with alcohol. Back here, I don't think the wife's going to help me out. Says sorry, love. I need a hand. Literally. I have to remember this is a family channel. Cleveland says baking soda and water is also great for taking the sting out of sunburn. Oh, we've not got that. We're not at that point yet. A few months to go before we get that. Right, I'm off to go and soak my fingers in some milk then. Well, back here, I'm telling you, I'm never chopping chilies again without gloves on. I'm gonna ask my wife to grab some surgical gloves from work. Oh, dark. Can you imagine? People have gone to A&E for worse. They've gone to A&E for much worse. I'm sure about that. Hey, Graham, thank you so much, mate. Thank you for being here as well. Right, well, as I said, sadly, due to holidays, school holidays, that is, not my own, sadly. Oh my god, that far too many alarms going off in here. There we go. Yeah, so sadly due to school holidays, working away, etc., I'm afraid that is me now done for this week. I'm not going to get a chance to get any other streams in, I don't believe. So sorry, there's only been the one. Hope there's been a couple of videos. Hope you've seen those as well. I am around on Discord though, so you know, do keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep watching for other potential remedies for getting rid of chili off your fingers before I next go to the toilet. Alright guys, thank you so much. Huge shout out as well to all of you for helping us get past 39,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 40k, and a massive thank you to all of you Easyjet SimPilot channel members for your continuing support. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have a great weekend. Like I say, I'd love to chat with you all on Discord, so I will be around. Thank you guys so much, and see you on the next one. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye bye.